Hey guys, welcome to the party. We are the Weekend Rockstars, your weekly podcast for all the tips, tricks and licks you need for getting started in the music scene. I am Scott Freeman, and with me, as always, is Mr. Billy, using the King Bee microphone today, Deadman.
Hello. I am indeed using the King Bee microphone, and it sounds delicious.
Do you like using the King Bee?
I do, because it's got the yellow and black stripes on it, which just it looks cool. So
it's very cool.
Yeah. I'm sure it sounds good as well. I mean, I've listened back; it sounds good. So.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. So in our past couple of podcasts, we've had some special guests on.
We have.
But today it's just us.
We're back to the original format.
Yeah, back to the Bat Cave.
We gotta go back, Scotty.
Yeah. Yeah. So today we're going to be doing a podcast about the art of the set list. And so we've been discussing this, and putting together a set list there's kind of an art to it, isn't there?
There certainly is.
You know, choosing which song to open with, which one to end with, what to put in the middle so you don't bore the audience, so you take them on a ride. And so we're going to be doing something different in today's podcast, and now I've concocted a game for us to play. Ooh, a game, yeah. It's time to shake things up. We're going to be putting together some set lists today.
Days.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. Okay. So before we can do that, we have to set the ground, have to set the terms. So what we're going to do is we're going to assemble 30-minute set lists.
Okay.
So to begin, I need to know how many songs would Fuzzwalker do in a 30-minute set?
30-minute set. I think it would generally be about 6 songs.
6 songs.
Yeah.
Okay, in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm thinking. Maybe it's less than that. No, let's say 6.
6.
Let's
yes.
just say 6.
6 would be a good number.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick one more for an encore.
Oh.
Okay.
Aren't we lucky?
Because part of the set is also the encore. Occasionally it happens. It doesn't always happen, but it's good to plan it. You know, or maybe not. We're going to dig into that. Okay, so you've picked 6 songs in an encore. So what I have here, our delightful listeners at home can't see these, but I have 2 envelopes. One is written in pink. It says Al Fresco, which is my one. And this one in blue that says Fuzzy Fuzzface on it is Billy's. So we are each going to pick 6 songs out of our roster of songs, and 1 track for an encore, so 7 in total.
Right.
Okay, so we haven't got long to do this. I'm going to put a timer on my phone of about 30 seconds, so we get it done pretty quickly.
Oh my days.
There you go. So
wait, is there more than 7 tracks in the
I'm
envelope?
not going to tell you how many there are in here.
Listeners, I'm feeling stressed.
You're feeling stressed. Thought it was going to be a nice, relaxing podcast. Oh, no. Okay, so I've got the timer set up. So
I'm going to grab this envelope.
I'm going to pass you the envelope. So, yeah. So.
Okay. There's a timer
there you
started.
go. So I'm going to start the timer in a second.
Do we pick out randomly?
So you pick out, look at it. If you want to choose it, put it down next to you.
Oh, okay.
Essentially. And so, 6 songs and an encore. Going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my days.
Oh, this is tense.
It's intensity in 10 cities.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. Okay.
Hang on a second. Oh my god, you haven't included some songs that we would normally always play, Scott!
Yep. Oh, there goes the timer. Okay, you picked your 6 and 7.
Hang on, no.
Okay.
I am now, hang on. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, I have now.
You have now, okay? Okay.
But now I've got to craft the set. I haven't actually crafted the set yet.
That's okay, you don't have to.
Okay,
good. So have I got my 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, I've only got 6, I need to get 7.
Okay, pick out a 7th.
I'm picking this one out randomly to make it
fair.
interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
You'll like that one.
okay, cool. Right. Okay, so Billy, here is the twist. We now have to take the songs we've selected and pass them to the other person.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I told you, right?
Okay.
Don't worry, I picked ones of mine that I think you'll know.
Okay, passing these over.
Passing them over. Okay. Take a quick look at the songs you've got. Okay, yeah, not shocked you picked that one. Yep, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay,
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, you picked that one. Very good. That's a recent one. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Right, okay, so, yeah, you might want to sort of position your songs so you can see all of them in front of you kind of selected out. Okay,
Yeah.
and we're going to go in the linear order, so we're each putting together a set list, 6-song set with an encore, which will be our 7th song. Okay, so we're going to start with the song at the beginning. Okay, so do you have an idea of which song you're going to pick to go first?
I do. I'm going to, for your set, Scott, you're going to start the set with your song called Let's Go.
Let's Go.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting one. So why are you picking Let's Go?
It's basically, I think it's a well-known industry fact that if you want to have a mega gig, have a mega set, you need to start your set off with a high energy song. And I know, Let's Go. Out of the songs I've got here that you've picked, I think Let's Go is one of the more high energy ones.
Yeah.
And I think you got the, all the makings there for a good opening.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Well, yeah, I agree with it. Yeah, I think your opening track. I try not to play like my best track first because then it's all kind of downhill.
That's also a good thing to do. Yeah.
So I try to pick a song first that's got a lot of energy that's going to bring people into the sound. I want a song that it's got energy, it's catchy that people can pick up on. But it doesn't completely like blow the roof yet. I want to bring them in gradually. So for your songs, I'm going to go with My Tree as the first song because I also think, as I said, you want to bring people into the sound, and I think for Fuzzwalker, I think what the sound eventually has become with your band is, you've got the big guitars now, big guitars and some really cool guitar riffs, and My Tree has that riff, and I think that riff, when me and my friends come to see you guys play live, we walk away singing that riff, and I think that's a cool one to play first. If I was playing a set, as I'm doing right now, I'd put that one first because I think getting stuck in your head, I think that's a good one to start with. Okay, so that's our number one song.
That's our opening.
That's our opening salvo.
For your second song. Mm-hmm. Now, I've gone with Supermarket Blues.
Interesting.
Because this song you wrote and it came out this year, didn't it? With under lockdown and everything. It was all about the supermarket blues of the era of the
COVID. Yeah, missing and toilet paper.
I seem to remember it having quite a jam kind of spirit to it. Yeah. And I feel like it would just be a nice segue from that energy to that. And this is another thing about first, second songs I think we should bring up for the audience.
Okay.
Is that it's a good idea to sort of bang the first two songs out.
Yeah.
And then talk to the audience after the second song. So just have no gaps. Just go straight in.
I like that.
Then in again. Then pop out, and say, hello everyone, I'm such and such, or we're such and such, and we're here to rock. I think like Supermarket Blues is a good second song in the set.
Okay. That's cool. I like that idea of you go straight into the second, no chat.
Yeah.
Just give them two bangers straight out the gate, like get them in. Like one's not enough.
Yeah. So literally, you finish the song, people start applauding, and you're then starting the next song.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Well, the song I'm picking for second is the Fuzzwalker song "Continental Breakfast." which is one of your earlier songs.
Our first single.
It's one of your first singles, and you guys went and played this one on the BBC.
We did,
didn't you?
Yes.
And again, it's like a really like high energy one.
Yeah.
You know, whereas I think like the way I've done it with My Tree, like that one's like, I think the catchiest part of that song is that riff.
Yeah.
You know, whereas with Continental Breakfast, it's got that riffage.
Yeah.
You know, but it's also got a vocal hook as well.
Yeah.
So I think we're keeping up the energy, but like gradually bringing them into the other sort of elements of the band.
It's like, I think tempo wise, I think My Tree's probably a bit faster, but maybe that's just the riff that makes it feel faster, because kind of it's still quite fast.
Yeah.
Especially when we're playing it live, I think, but it's like a little bit less. And it's it's definitely a good choice for the second song.
Yeah, I'm feeling Continental Breakfast there. Okay, cool. So we get on to third track.
Third track I've got here, Tetris.
Oh, okay.
So you've had your little chat, and then you're bringing in Tetris with which has that and I think it's a really nice song, and I think this would be an excellent third choice on the set.
Yeah.
Because you could talk about how that song came about before you play it and everything as well. So, yeah.
That's it. So you like it in the set where like the front man is kind of, or front lady is gives you some context behind the songs.
Yeah.
And you feel like the third song's like a good place to kind of do that.
I think so.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I like this style. You know, like two bangers to start with, and then like start getting deep.
Yeah, something a bit deep. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think I'm going to kind of keep up that pattern of energy in the first half, and I'm going to go with Hazy, which is one of your more recent singles as well.
Yeah.
Very cool song, and I think with that one you can talk about it a little bit, and it's just another general banger. And I think that's what you need in the first half. You just need to keep going. I think as we move into the second half, it might get a bit weirder and a bit more abstract before we come up to a big end. Do you agree?
I agree. So yeah. That's kind of where I'm going with the next song in your set list.
Okay.
Because I've gone with Bacon Bits.
Oh, okay. Weird one.
I think in the middle of the set, we're right basically smack bang in the middle now, and I think it's a good if it was me, I would again sort of put these two without talking in the middle.
Okay.
So you go straight into the next song, and it has that nice beginning where it's like it's just the vocal before the music comes in. And it's like, she was aching for some bacon. That's why I don't sing.
That's amazing. Oh man,
you can remix that.
Okay, great.
But then it's also like it's a really nice, touching song, and it also has that cool fake out rock ending kind of thing that you do where it's sort of like you think it's gonna go on, but then it doesn't. It's like it's quite nice. So I think that's a really middle of the set song. The thing about if you're thinking about on a roller coaster, you start off with the massive loop the loops.
Yeah.
Then you're doing a bit more calm before we go into the finale.
Okay, cool. That's an interesting analogy. The whole roller coaster. I kind of think of it in a similar sense. I want to take the audience on a ride. Yeah. So that's a slower one, Bacon Bits.
Yeah,
so
that's why I put it there.
Yeah, that's cool. So would you say putting a slower song, if you're generally a faster, your band's playing fast-paced material, to put a slower one in the middle, would you recommend that, or would you say just go full out energy?
Well, I think when it's I think generally when you got longer sets, longer than 30 minutes, say it's a good idea to you sort of want to sandwich your slower ones in between the more high energy stuff.
Yeah,
I think because it just gives a bit of respite from the heaviness, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I sort of positioned it in the middle. So I'm sort of going, then down,
yeah.
So, but not down. You're always wanting to go up and up with the audience, I think. So it's sort of a little dip before going up even higher again.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of view it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I when going through the Fuzzwalker back catalogue, struggle to find a slow song.
Yeah, that's something with Fuzzwalker. Like, there isn't much in the way of like songs that have that lower energy.
Yeah.
Yet, I guess.
You know,
like, it might be one day.
Perhaps one day. But yeah, I think that's part of the charm of the band at this point in time as well, that it's kind of like when you guys get on stage, it's kind of like being punched in the face with sound for half an hour. You know, it's great. You know, like at the end of it, you're just like, it's like you've come off a roller coaster.
It's high octane energy.
It is high octane, yeah. So I'm going, seeing as I don't really have a very slow one, I'm going to go for one of the newer tracks, Deafening Sun.
It's a good choice.
Which is a very cool song. You guys have got a demo of that one up on Spotify now.
Yep.
Very nice song. I think what I do is if I've got a new song, I like sandwiching it in the middle.
That's a good idea.
You know, I sort of, I'll start off with the stuff I'm really confident with and end with the stuff I'm confident with, and sort of in the middle put the stuff in that, you know, I'm not used to. Because I generally write a lot of material, I sometimes will do that with like 2 or 3 brand new ones in a row, just chuck them in there and hope no one notices.
That's a good idea, because at least, like, as well, like, if you put it in first and you fucked it up, it's good. That can, if you have a mistake in the first song, it can really affect your mojo for the rest of the set. Even on songs you played for donkey's years, like I sometimes I might have a like bass fuck up. But it's a really good point. Like, I think it's a good idea to put stuff you're confident with first early in the set. To build your mojo up.
Definitely. So I'm going for Deafening Sun at the number 4 position.
Excellent. So we're coming towards the end of the set now, and I'm going with your T-shirt song.
Okay.
And I think it's a good point here where you could say to the audience about your T-shirts, and other merch. I think it's a really well played. It's second last song. You can say, you can say more about yourself and your merch and the funny story behind this song as well. Yeah. About how the girl said you're just a T-shirt salesman, and then you wrote a song about being a T-shirt salesman. So yeah. I think it's catchy and it's really nice, so I think that'd be a really good place for it.
Cool, man. Yeah. So what's your opinion on stories between songs when you've got frontmen or even someone else in the band might start doing songs? Do you prefer like on-stage banter between the bandmates, or do you prefer like a singer who sort of like in between will sort of like share a story about the song or an anecdote or something? I think
with singer-songwriters, it's really nice to get that insight into like their process and the songs and where they came from. Sometimes with bands, it's the banter comes from like different sort of situation. You can have a bit more interactivity, I guess. Maybe Matt and Ed are making jokes about something. But we don't tend to do like the whole like telling people what the song's about, because I don't think even Matt knows what. But in Brave Rival though, like the girls do sometimes tell little stories about where the songs come from, because some of them are quite personal to them. Yeah. So I think it really depends on the songwriter, I think, and the connection they have with the crowd in that regard. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right. So you've picked a number 5. So I'm going to pick a number 5 as well. So I'm going with Dirty Dog. Dirty Dog's number 5. I think this is a cool one as well, because it starts off differently to the other ones, because it starts with that, bass and drum combination, and this is one you can drag that intro out for a little bit, longer than you would on the record, which I think is very nice. And I think this is a very confident and very ballsy kind of song. Yeah. And I think after you've played something that's new, you need to then just jump back in with something that's got familiar. But
that was our second single.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. It was, earlier on. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's a very confident song. I think, you know, that bass drum line as well. I think it's got that different effect. You know, it kind of stands out from the others for that. It's got this kind of mysterious, glistening, I'm in a cave full of crystals vibe, you know, and it's time to get dirty with the dog.
Who are the dirty dogs?
Yeah, but then it's got that huge rock out chorus. So the big rock fans in the crowd who are just like, okay, this is a different feel. Suddenly they're like, whoa! So it
catches you off guard.
It catches you off guard, and I think it's important to have songs like that in general, but definitely in your set, putting songs like that in there which catch you off guard. I am putting Dirty Dog at my number 5 spot.
Excellent. So to close out your set, because you know we got the encore planned for after this song, but you don't know you're going to get an encore.
This is true,
right? So I'm putting your definitely, I would say, most popular live song, Two Cats, as your closer of the set, because it's a big sing along. Everyone fucking loves that song, and you know it just gets the whole room singing. Yeah, and it puts smiles on everyone's faces. So it's the perfect song there, and it gets in everyone's head. If you were going to end and not do an encore, that song is stuck in everyone's head. Even with the encore, it's stuck in everyone's head. So that's why that's closing the set.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah. I mean, having a sing-along track, I always try to make my songs as sing-along as possible. Yeah. Do you think that's an important part of a set? Like, bands should aspire to have sing-along songs?
I think you do write very sing-along songs, but I think that, obviously, that song in particular, it does get, I think, everyone in the room wants to sing it with you. I don't know what it is about that song, but everyone loves it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of a twisted nursery rhyme, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I think it's important, like, to have those sort of songs and to have the most memorable and your most popular stuff at the end just makes sense, I think.
So leave the best to last.
Yeah.
After
climax. Exactly. It is like sex in a way, you know? Yeah. You just gotta wash your hands with the encore. Yeah.
Roller coasters, sex, set lists, it's all the same. Okay, so I'm almost going with the opposite kind of feel for your last one. I find that when you guys play this one, the ears prick up in the room. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. I think it's really kind of jagged. This one, it's just da 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 chaka chaka do da do, and I think melodically the guitars are doing some cool stuff. I think it's got one of Matt's best melodies on it, and I'm in the music video for it. So there you go. So Mind Blower as the last track, you know, the end of the set track.
Mind Blow number 53.
Number 53. Yeah. Sorry, I was abbreviating the titles. So I definitely put Mind Blower there because I think it's got a kind of euphoric lift to it. And I think after a set that's been like really like boom heavy in your face, to have one that's got a bit more brightness to end.
Yeah, it's not as distorted on the guitars. It's kind of like cleaner, but still rocks your face off. And it's one you can jump around to and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember when I first heard you guys play this when we played in Hertfordshire together at the Goat. I remember.
Oh, all the way back then.
It was back then.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that's the first time I heard this one and a couple of others.
Anyway, with Carlos.
That was beginning of 2017.
Yeah, wow.
Long time ago. But yeah, I remember hearing this one. And there was I was able to pick up the chorus quite easily. Which I don't find often with the Fuzz songs. You know, I find I can like headbang along to a lot of them really easy or jump about. But this one I could kind of pick up the lyrics. So I think, it's almost got that sing-along quality as well.
I think it does,
Yeah, so I'm going with Mind Blower for... Excellent. Track number 6 end of the set. So we come to encores now, which we don't always get, but I mean, let's talk about it a bit first. I mean, do you think it's important to plan an encore track?
I think it's always nice to have something like another song that is well rehearsed.
Yeah.
Even if you're not necessarily going to play it, but you know it's well rehearsed enough to whip it in as an encore.
Yeah.
And also it's good to think about whether that song is. I think it needs to be kind of like something fun.
Yeah.
Not something dreary or anything like that. You don't want to leave on a sour note. So,
yeah. I struggle with planning encores.
Yeah.
You know, I remember a gig you were at when I was with the Tokyo Sex Girls. We played The Hobbit in Southampton, and I didn't know what the gig was going to be like.
Yeah.
I knew we were playing after midnight, so I was like, people are going to want to go home at the end of the set, but people wanted more, and we just, literally, our drummer had joined the band like 3 weeks before, so all the songs he knew were in the set, and so we had to figure something out. So we played 10 seconds of Kippers and Champagne, didn't feel right, and then we went to Bacon Bits, which was just like he kind of knew, but it was just too slow, and I didn't ruin the evening.
No,
but in retrospect, I wish I had the foresight to have planned a proper encore. You know,
it's also handy, I think, sometimes to keep maybe it's if a band or an act has a cover that they have in mind to use as an encore, can also work. Because it leaves people with it gives people an opportunity to sing along, I guess, to something they know as well. Yeah. If you have a song that you think is definitely popular with your crowd, obviously go with your own song.
Yeah.
But
a cover can work.
Cover can work as well. Yeah. It depends on the gig and the audience and everything, I think.
Yeah.
But encores, they're nice when you get them.
Yeah, they are nice.
Just gotta make sure you keep in back of your mind. I could get an encore. I need to know something.
Yeah, you need to know something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that leads me on to your encore for the evening. I've gone with "I Know the Way."
Okay.
Because it's I like the way the lyrics are quite fast paced, and it's catchy. It's upbeat. It's a happy song. So yeah, that's why I went with that one. I thought it's a good song. I like the way it ends as well. It's like, I know the way to your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Well.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, man. Yeah. I'm very proud of that one. I've picked. Because I love this song. I've saved it as the encore.
I knew you would.
So I've picked the track "All In," which is a track you guys don't play as much, but you really should, especially when I'm there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think it's I think it's a genuinely good encore song.
Yeah.
Because I think it's not as heavy as the other ones. It's kind of got a different vibe, but I think it's got a kind of almost like swing dancey kind of vibe. So after you've rocked out, you can switch up the energy and start, throwing yourself around the room to this one.
It's got a really weird bass line for that one as well, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Kind of walking bass line. It's kind of nice. Yeah, it's a weird one though, because obviously it came out on our first EP, but when we changed guitarists, we kind of slid that old EP away to only show off the new EP with the new guitarist.
Yeah,
but maybe we'll bring that song back at some point.
Yeah,
you never know.
Man, it's a real cool one.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd put as the encore. So there you go. We've put together our sets, Billy.
That was really fun.
That was fun, wasn't it? Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah. So my set consists of My Tree, Continental Breakfast, Hazy, Deafening Sun, Dirty Dog, Mind Blower, All In, and I don't think I'd change any around, actually. I think that's a pretty solid set. How about you? Would you change anything in yours?
I don't think so. We got Let's Go, Supermarket Blues, Tetris, Bacon Bits, T-shirt song, Two Cats, I Know the Way.
Yeah. That's cool.
I think it would work.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Now, next gig, if we ever get to a gig again, we have to do these sets probably.
These sets, yeah.
I was just thinking it'd be cool if we could make Spotify playlists, but some of those songs are unreleased.
Unreleased, some of mine. Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll come back to this episode and make Spotify playlists.
Yeah. That's cool. So what do you think of the set I put together?
Oh yeah, well, it's interesting because obviously we were missing in your little bag of songs that you made for me.
I purposefully left one out.
Yeah, you purposely left out Way Back.
Yeah.
And also our opening track that we always open with at the moment, Behind the Scenes, was not there. So two tracks that we pretty much always have in our set at the moment have gone, so it made things tricky. We have actually done a gig where we opened with My Tree once.
Cool.
I can't remember where it was now. It didn't work.
No?
For some reason, it didn't work.
Okay.
I don't know why. I think everyone was just a bit sluggish, I think. And it comes from that confidence thing, I think, like having songs in certain places, I think. And maybe it would work if we'd done it more often. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there was time you had Tail Gunner in the which is another really, really old song of ours.
Yeah.
We used to open with that song.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting, like how songs fit in places, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think your set it's a cool set. So
yeah. No, likewise. Yeah. I wouldn't have put certain songs in that order.
No.
But that was,
it's just it's interesting. You know, hearing each other's ways of doing each other's things.
Yeah. It's cool, man. Cool. So that's our set lists. You know, let us know down in the comments what you think of the sets we put together.
Check out the songs.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to put a link to the songs as well, the ones that are online at this point, and you can let us know. But I think there we really touched on the basic tenets of putting together a set list. It's not rocket science. You know, you want to take the audience for a ride. You want a strong opening in the middle. You can slow down or try new stuff, and then you want to end big. And then, like, if you get an encore, you want to have something well rehearsed there.
You're making love to them, Scott.
You're making love to them,
just like we said earlier. You know?
To the songs or to the audience?
To the audience.
Okay.
Yeah, you're taking them on a ride with your musical genitals.
Musical genitals. Is there anything else about set lists you'd like to discuss, Billy?
Yeah, actually, a good thing to think about is that, and hey, we gave each other like a 30-minute limit. I don't know whether these would fit in 30 minutes or not.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to find out is by timing them at practice. And, you know, it's so important that you figure out how long your set is before you do the gig.
Yeah.
And because otherwise, if you run over, you're just going to be that dickhead that ran over and pissed everyone off for the night.
Yeah, so. And you also don't want to run under as
well. I mean, it's better to run under than run over.
Yes, it is.
But one time we did a gig at in the Boiler Room, and the headline band were like, they literally only did like half an hour, and they could have done like 45 minutes. It was really weird to me. I didn't know why they only did half an hour. Okay. It was like they just finished. I was
maybe that's all they had.
Maybe it was kind of weird, but yeah, I think definitely time your sets. Make sure they're the right length for what you've been given, and then also things can happen the night. You might get there, and because some dickheads run over, you've been told you're only going to get half an hour now. Yeah. When you had 45 minutes planned, so then you got to figure out what songs you're going to take out for the set to work. Yeah. These nightmares can happen.
Yeah. So let's say I want to do a 45-minute set list and an hour set list podcast at a later date. Yeah. So we'll set that aside for now. And let's look at this 30-minute. Let's say it's been cut to 20. Yeah. Okay.
Have to take out some songs.
You've got to take out, let's say, 2 songs. Yeah. You know, we're just, roughly estimating here. Out of that set, what would you take out?
Well, you wouldn't have the encore anymore.
You wouldn't, yeah.
But I would actually put that encore song in. Okay. For, I think, Bacon Bits. Okay. And I would take out Supermarket Blues.
Okay. So yeah.
And probably go with that.
But you can only have 4 songs.
Only 4 songs? Yeah. Maybe I'd take out Tetris as well then.
Tetris as well. Okay.
Yeah, so you go Let's Go, I Know the Way, T-shirt song, 2 Cats.
Okay. So if you get your set cut down to just 20 minutes, you just keep like the absolute bangers. Yeah. You know,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at
nothing too slow, because you only got 20 minutes, you just want to whack people over the head with your, proper bangers,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, looking at it here, I'd want to keep the new song in because I think I think there's something about having your set cut that can sometimes add a bit of energy. It's like, we've got less time, so let's just boom, go for it. So I would keep Deafening Sun in. I'm going to take Hazy out, and I'm going to take Dirty Dog out. So I'm going to go for My Tree, Continental Breakfast, Deafening Song, Mind Blower.
That is a set.
So yeah, that's a set. That's a good set, eh?
Yeah.
So I really like Mind Blower as a closer still, and yeah, I like the intro. So and keep that middle Deafening Sun. So yeah, to me, if I had to cut to just down to 4, I would mostly take out of the middle.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of you want to keep that strong beginning and ending. I think.
Yeah. Another annoying thing that can happen is I don't know. I can't remember reasons why, but you might be like. You might have just overrun your time due to technical difficulties and stuff, like something's gone wrong. So, you've wasted 5 to 10 minutes with something that's gone wrong. Yeah. While the sound engineer and everyone has to fix something. So then you've lost songs later in the set, or you're gonna have to like chop on the fly. But then those things happen. You just gotta react and do your best, really. In the moment,
it's skill building. You know, when when some guy, the promoter, comes up to you, says, you got to chop it down by 10, or you could be on stage and something might happen. You know, and they go, oh, you need to cut short. You know,
there's also the element of reading the room as well.
Yes,
like you could be playing and your slower songs coming up, but you're noticing people are really like they want to move. You can tell they want to move more. Yeah, they want to dance. They want to rock out. So maybe skip that one and move straight to the next rocky one and just keep going with that vibe. You know. Yeah, there's an element of that, like of reading the audience and what they want.
That's it. You know, another skill you know you have to build. It's
you have to learn on the job.
You have to learn on the job. It's go, okay, right, what's this room liking, you know? And so I'm constantly looking around to see if people are tapping their feet or if they're dancing or they're singing, you know? So let's go, for example, you know, if they really, really go for it on that one, I'll try to bring some other songs in of that ilk closer to it, so I'll start chopping things out a bit.
So what we're saying is you make the best plans in the world, but you might just throw them out the window.
Here's a question. Have you been playing a gig with, and this goes for any bands that you've been in at this point, you've been playing a gig and certain songs go well in the set and people really respond to it, but you've got nothing else kind of like it in the set, so you then go away as a band and try to write more songs like that song? Do you have any examples?
I'm trying to think. I guess so. Like we had thinking back to Albany Down on the first album, we had South of the City, which was like a real big crowd pleaser, but another one that people liked in that was our cover of Duffy's Mercy.
Oh yeah,
people really like that, and that was essentially a slow blues version of it in a minor key and everything. And I guess from there we were like, oh, let's do another like epic slow blues song. And that's how we came up with You Ain't Coming Home on the second album, which was in a similar slow blues. So I think there was definitely reactions to that, and there was also from South of the City we wanted to do another slide song. So for the third album we ended up doing another slide song, but it was totally different. It was just like in terms of speed and riffage of that song, so it was another, but it was just another slide song in Hangman. So there is an element of that, I think. Is that about you?
I've found it, I think, notably 3 separate occasions. I think before I recorded the first album and I was just playing tracks that would eventually make up that album, I was playing a new Spark, the ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-da one, and I remember playing it. I was in a pub in Winchester, and then a huge crowd of people walked in that I'd never seen before, and they were all singing along as they came through the door. I was like, I've never seen these people before. Like, they just heard me singing it outside and they just came in singing it. And the pub just erupted into this massive thing. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And that made a big impact on me. So I went home and I wrote the song Dead Roses, which is later on in the album. I think it's like track 7,
yeah,
which is basically a better version of A New Spark. You know, it uses that same sort of like noise kind of thing. But it sounds more like The Cure. And then, yes, the second time it happened was with Let's Go, when I started playing that, and people really responded to that. And then I wrote I Know the Way, which in the end kind of went in a different direction. I was going to have more of a chorus like Let's Go, but I was like, oh no, this has got its own vibe, so it didn't quite work out that way. But yeah, with Two Cats, when I wrote that and the big reaction I got to that live, everyone singing along, I was like, because the way I sing on it's a bit different to what I usually do. I kind of sing in kind of like my normal voice rather than you know, my singing voice, if that makes sense. You know,
you kind of croon it.
I kind of croon it. I started writing more songs in that vein, so I could kind of have a run up to it. You know, so yeah, it's always a response to what people are reacting to live, and that can lead to the new songs being born from it. But that's really cool. I didn't realise those things about Albany Down, how that Mercy cover led to you guys doing You Ain't Coming Home. I would have said, because You Ain't Coming Home, it it's got that sort of slow bluesy Zeppelin kind of thing.
I think we were also listening to a lot of Since I've Been Loving You at the time as well.
Yeah. That's a real cool one. Great stuff. Anything else you can think of? I think we've comprehensively covered it.
The art of the set list.
The art of the set list. So yeah, as we said, you want to start strong, get slow, get weird in the middle, and then like really pump it back up again for a climax, and make sure you've got an encore. You might not do it, you probably won't, but you never know, and you gotta read the room. Sometimes you gotta cut songs unexpectedly. Sometimes you're gonna cut songs because the room's not feeling it, and
sometimes you're gonna add songs that you didn't even think about.
Sometimes that's the thing. Sometimes you might have, if you're blessed to have fans or family that know your material, they might go, play.
You might get a request.
Play Continental Breakfast, play Two Cats, whatever, and you might not have it on the set, and then you gotta adapt to it. You gotta really respond to the vibe of the room. I think that's definitely important. And I think if you ignore that, and if you remain quite bullheaded about, no, these are the songs I'm doing, then I think you suffer because of it.
You come across as arrogant.
You go, no, I'm not doing that. Unless they shout, play Wonderwall at you, in which case you are well within your right to ignore
Train
them.
Song.
Play Train Song. That's a good one. Cool. So I think we brought it to an end. As I said before, let us know in the comments what you thought of the set lists. Maybe one day we'll perform these sets live. Who knows? Cool. I've been Scott Freeman.
And I've been Billy Debman.
And we'll see you next time.
Encore!
Peace.